I just feel like I have to be close to you.
Oh, this is a deep one.
She's sexy and she's got the hot body.
Sorry.
And you got freckles too.
This is awkward. Confident as, like, comes forward to me. No.
Don't lie to people when you're dating. Tell the truth. I don't want to share any of them. Team.
Cringe.
We'll put this one back.
Remember, your wife is always right. Hey, I think I love you. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Happy Valentine's Day. So today's video, we will be playing a game.
Which is going to test our knowledge of our past 10 years together.
Yeah, our relationship and our love. Okay, so this game, we are going to write down a phrase or a word or a few words. We're going to put it into our bowl. We're going to draw out one paper, or from that paper that we draw, we're going to share a memory or a story about that particular thing. Okay.
And so it's the person that pulls out has to tell the story.
So the person that pulls it out has to tell the story or the memory related to the paper. Okay, so we're going to write down a few things now. So we'll write like 5 or 4 each.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then we'll add it to our bowl and draw one out.
So we have our ideas or words or, yep. So
Okay.
I'll start because I'm younger than you. So I'll pull one out. Okay. So Ivy wrote honeymoon plane ride. Okay, so for our honeymoon, we traveled to America. We actually flew to Canada first.
The US.
Sorry, the US.
USA.
The US of A. So we were living in New Zealand when we got married. We booked our honeymoon and I did a lot of the booking. I like to surprise Ivy. So we traveled to the US, we flew into Canada, and then we spent about 3 weeks there for our honeymoon, 3 to 4 weeks. We traveled from Canada down to Utah, and then we did Vegas as well. Did we go to California? Do I remember?
No, just
We
it was a
went to Vegas.
layover.
Yeah, we just went to Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so Ivy wrote honeymoon plane ride, and I don't know why she wrote that. So I remember we were on the plane and we were newlyweds and we were kind of all snuggled up next to each other. And I remember Ivy said to me, I just feel like I have to be close to you. And she was all snugged up to me, and that was the last time she said that to me. But I remember in that moment, it just felt really peaceful, and it felt like we had been sealed in the temple, we had been married for time and all eternity. And in that moment too, when she said that, I really felt like, we made the right decision.
We connected.
We connected, and I had found my eternal companion.
No.
Oh. All right.
Okay, my turn.
I'll hold it for you.
Okay, so let's pick one out. Almost lost job. Ooh, this is a deep one. Okay, so almost lost job. We had just moved to Australia and we were finally on our own. We had gotten our own place and we're trying to build and establish our family in Australia. He was on a maternity cover, and so we were hoping that he would be able to secure a full-time job with this company that he was working with. But then that day he found out that he wasn't going to be able to secure that full-time position. And so I didn't know at the time, but he was really feeling the weight of that, because as the sole provider for our family, it was his job to support us financially. And I think he felt he felt the pressure of that and felt that, he wasn't going to be able to provide for us.
We were living on our own too. We just moved into a townhouse.
Yeah, so we just moved in. I remember him calling me and he was so like I've never heard his voice like that before. It was so heartbreaking. But I remember he called me and he barely said anything actually. He barely said anything and then hung up, and I was so worried because I was trying to like get through to him. But then it wasn't until he got home.
I remember where we lived, it was about 40 or 50 minutes by car without traffic, but with traffic.
It was almost an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes. Yeah. And so I remember he came home. As soon as he came home, I was like so worried because I hadn't heard from him. As soon as he came home, he came running in. And I felt so relieved that he even got home. But he came running in and he like just hugged me and he just cried.
A little bit. Yeah.
Cried.
It's okay to be vulnerable.
It's okay to be vulnerable. But I remember he cried, and I just felt at that moment just an overwhelming sense of love for him. And I was just so concerned about what it was. I didn't even know what it was. He hadn't even really told me what happened. But I remember him telling me, and I felt so connected to him as like in a marriage and in our relationship, because I felt at that moment that we really, you know, we don't really have anyone else but each other. And
well, I think for me too, coming home, I just wanted to see my wife. She was my best friend, and she's the only person who can actually calm me down when I feel like I'm spiraling or I'm panicking or I'm scared, which it's okay to be scared.
I think we're that for each other.
Oh, exactly. And that's why as soon as that's why I put that in here, because I still remember that feeling when I got home and I went and hugged Ivy, and I just felt in that moment, she said to me, "It'll be okay." And she didn't even know what I was crying.
I was just like, "It'll be okay." And I remember hugging him so tight, and I just said, "It'll be okay." And I didn't know at the time, but he really needed to hear that.
Yep.
And that's, I feel like that's, like these experiences that we go through definitely strengthen our love for each other and our need for each other. Yeah.
Well, it's little experiences like this that kind of build our foundation and help us kind of know what to stand on, especially when we go through hard times.
Yeah.
Which we do too.
We do.
It's not bad to cry, all right?
It's not bad to cry.
All right, my turn. I keep eating your ones. And you got mine.
Oh, yeah, I do.
What does it say? Best feature, the body.
The body.
There's lots of beautiful features about Ivy. Some things that I love about Ivy, which for me, I love.
Stick to the question.
I know, body features. So Ivy has the most beautiful eyes. So she has green eyes. But the reason I say she has beautiful eyes is because it complements her smile. Ivy's got this smile that when she walks into a room, it just, you know she's in, she's smiling, and you just feel happy. And she's got this,
sure?
Yeah. Well, I remember when we were dating too, like, you used to laugh a lot and you used to smile. And that's what really attracted me to you. Yeah, she's sexy and she's got the hot body. But that's what really attracted me to her, is that she had this beautiful smile. And her eyes are this, like, they're kind of like a greenstone kind of green. And sometimes they go brown. Like right now, she's got like this brown hazel in the middle, but they're green on the outside. And so that's something that I always loved about Ivy. And the fact that she's Samoan, but she's not like she's Palagi looking. It kind of threw me off when I met her, because when I met her, I thought, people told me you were Samoan. I was like, oh, she'll be beautiful, But then I met Ivy and I was like, oh, she looks more Palagi than me. And you got freckles too, which I love. I know Ivy's got freckles, and I love her freckles too.
Thank you, Eddie. That is awkward.
Alright.
Okay. Let's shoot another one.
Let's see if you get one of mine.
Oh, yeah. Couch kiss. It's a couch kiss.
That's your one. You wrote that.
Yeah, I did. I was hoping you'd get it. So when we weren't even exclusive. We would just hang out. It was probably our second or third. Was it our third hangout together? After our first initial date?
Yeah, I think it was our second time. That's when I came to your house. Was that before you had your operation?
My operation? I feel like it was after.
No,
Oh,
it was
yes,
before
so
because
yeah.
you had your eye operation.
No, that's why he came to the house, was
That's
to
right.
visit me. Anyways, we were we weren't even exclusive, and you know, like actual boyfriend and girlfriend. We had just gone like on a first date, and then like he'd come over after work and would hang out. But this day, I think it was after I had my eye
I
operation.
think so.
And he came over to the house and we were hanging out, and you know, we're sitting on the couch together. It was just us two downstairs.
Well, because
Everyone-
her mum and dad went upstairs and all her sisters went upstairs and they left the downstairs to us, which was...
They were all upstairs and we were just downstairs hanging out. And I remember we were just sitting there, you know, having a moment as couples do. I mean, sorry, as... Or no, we weren't
so
even
we
a
were
couple.
You see these mixed signals? So family goes upstairs and she calls us a couple.
No, so we weren't even dating anyways. We were hanging out and I was really enjoying, you know, hanging out. You know, one thing that I loved hanging out with Brick was from the first date, he was always, like, he would always make me laugh. Anyways, it was getting a little bit, you know, intense. Intense or whatever the moment, but that's why you don't stay, you know, go in places by yourself for long, because then that's what happens. You get mixed signals. But I remember we were just looking at each other, and then this guy, confident as, like, comes forward to me, like, for a kiss, and I was like, oh!
No,
do
you...
no.
Yeah. So I went...
You want to be an actor?
So I went...
Oh, no. I remember thinking, oh, wow, like, whoa. But I think he just wanted to have a kiss.
Just remember, I drove a lot to see Ivy, and it wasn't close. I lived in West Auckland, she lived in South Auckland. It was about 40 or 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So I should get rewarded for the... What do you guys think? Drive that far to hang out with someone at their house and all the family got upstairs?
No, I didn't even, yeah, so I remember swerving, but I felt really bad doing it, because I was like, oh, like, I hope he doesn't think that I'm, like, rejecting him or anything. But I had already... No, because I had already, when I finished my mission, when I served an LDS mission, after I finished my mission, I made a promise to myself that I would not kiss until I got married to the person that I would get married to. And that's something that I just chose to do. No one told me to do it. It's just my personal preference, because, you know, I have to try and keep a holy. No, but you know what? It helped him too. But yeah, I think and then I explained to him, like, what I was trying to do. And he was really good. He was actually a really good sport about it. I was actually surprised you were pretty good about it. But he could have just been like, nah, I'm not wasting any more time with this girl. But
If you guys spent 2 years just serving a mission, so I was used to rejection. So I just brushed off like, oh, it is what it is.
Yeah,
right.
So that was the story about the couch kiss.
The couch kiss.
What's this one?
This is one of my ones. So butter chicken and dates. So when I say dates, I don't mean like the dates you eat. I just mean dates. So with me and Ivy, we love Indian food. And I remember we went to...
I think I hadn't had it that much before we met.
Oh, I don't think I
actually.
had either.
Yeah.
But we started having it a lot when we got married.
When we were dating too.
Dating and married. And I think we were dating, but we went to a restaurant that we used to love, which was right behind the MTC. And I remember we went one time and we sat at this little table, we tucked away, and I'm pretty sure we were dating. My memory is kind of a bit foggy, but I think we were dating. And I remember we were eating the food and we loved it. And it was a lovely date because we loved spending time together. And this is before we had kids, so it was like, we did a lot more dates back then.
Okay.
But yeah, that was my little butter chicken. But we did find another spot after that, and we honestly, that was probably the spot that we went to most, was butter chicken. What's your one?
My turn now. Yep. Okay. Let's see what we have here. 1,000 Years. I don't know if you guys know the song. I don't know if you know. Everyone knows the song. Anyways, it's by Christina Perri. Is it Christina Perri? 1,000 Years. It's a song that I really liked because I really like Twilight. The movie's Twilight. And so I convinced him. I was like, this would be like the coolest, like, you know, first dance song. So that was the song that we ended up choosing for our first dance
at our wedding.
So yeah.
And we practiced quite a few times before.
Yeah.
And so now to elaborate on that too, sorry to jump in. Every time that song comes on, our daughter Arissa goes, "Oh, it's Mummy and Daddy's song."
Yeah, our kids even know it.
And she'll sing it at random times when we're like in the car or things like that. So it's become a little family song now.
Yeah, they do love it. Okay, your turn.
Who dances to a Twilight song at the wedding?
We do. I don't know if we really shared this in the previous video, did we?
I don't know, but we'll share it either way. Alright, this one says Janitor. Now this is a funny story. When we were dating, when we had before we were dating, Ivy had a job at the Machinery Training Centre up in Auckland, up in Manukau. It's that big building up near Rainbow's End. But it's pretty much where she was a teacher for missionaries preparing to go out and serve a mission for our church. Now, before I met Ivy, my friend told me about Ivy. He told me that she worked at the MTC, and I was, oh, that's cool. And so when we went on our first date, I said to Ivy, I was like, oh, I heard you work at the MTC, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm a janitor at the MTC. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. That there's nothing wrong with being a janitor, and that's you gotta do what you gotta do to provide for your family, and so I thought she was a janitor for a long time while we're dating. And remember,
but I said it to you. I said it to him. I said it to him, and I laughed after that, thinking that he would get that I was joking.
But remember, this is our first date, so I didn't know Ivy. I didn't know her since you met. I didn't know whether she was telling the truth, and she didn't say, "Oh, I was just kidding. I'm actually a teacher." She left it there, and I don't want to be like, "No, seriously, like, what are you?" Like, I don't want to offend anyone or her.
Yeah.
And so for the longest time, I thought she was a janitor at the MTC, and I used to go pick her up from the MTC, thinking that she was like
how
cleaning.
do you not know? Like, I was in church clothes, like,
well, I don't know.
coming out of there.
But that's so for a while. I can't remember how long I thought that for.
Yeah,
but then eventually I got told that. I think she told me or someone else told me. I can't remember how I found out, but I found out she was actually a teacher. And don't lie to people when you're dating. Tell the truth. Alright, so that's our janitor story.
Your turn?
It's your turn. I just pulled janitor out.
Oh, did you pull janitor? Oh, okay.
I just told my story.
Oh. Storm, thunder, and lightning. One of Breck's favorite things is storming. Oh, it's storms. Storming. One of his favorite things that he loves, and I think that's why he loved Australia so much, was because it used to storm a lot, and the thunderstorms were like crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, but he loves thunder, lightning, all of that. But the sad thing about it is our kids get so scared whenever Arissa would like go pull the blinds down and she'll go hide in the room. But this guy, he loves storms so much. He could just sit or lie down in bed and just listen to it all day. Sometimes when he's had like trouble sleeping, he'll turn on the
storm and the rain,
the storm and rain noise, like white noise on YouTube, and he'll just let that put him to sleep. I don't know if anyone else does that, but this guy does.
Is it normal? I think it's normal. Alright, inside joke. Me and Ivy have a few inside jokes, but I don't want to share any of them. Right, so we have a lot of inside jokes in our marriage, and I'm gonna keep them as inside jokes, so I'm not gonna share them. But one thing that we used to always say to each other, we haven't said as much now, but we probably need to. We'd always say win or lose. So when I say win or lose, Ivy would say,
we're a team.
We're a team.
Cringe.
It's embarrassing, but we started saying this to each other, especially when we were going through. This is before we built a house, and we were kind of going through struggle city, and we were like stressed about everything.
Yeah.
And everything felt like it was coming against us, and it felt like whatever we tried, it just wasn't working, and we weren't heading in the direction we wanted to. But we always had each other, and that never changed. And we used to always say to each other, win or lose,
we're a team.
We're a team.
That's not even an inside joke.
It's not an inside joke, but I'm going to share that because the inside jokes I have, I want them to stay as inside jokes. So yeah, I'm going to rephrase that question, not inside joke, but a quote that we live by.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, my turn. Is this one of yours? Okay. Sunshine Coast. We have a lot of memories in Sunshine Coast, but I feel like the one that sticks out to me the most is when we had just moved to Australia.
I knew you were going to share that one.
I was like, ooh.
We've been over there so many times.
I was trying to think of one where it was just me and you, because we were always with the kids. Anyways, we were with Rissy, but that doesn't really count. But
and
we
Levi.
went, I remember we drove, Levi went with Auntie Muffa and Uncle Kamasa, remember?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Anyways, we went to the beach in Sunshine Coast, Koana Waters. And I remember walking on the beach with this guy, and we were just holding hands and, you know, being cute, whatever.
Tripping over and rolling in the sand.
Getting our feet wet in the water. No. But I remember we were walking on the beach together, and it was such an introspective moment for both of us. I think especially for Brick, because he felt that was such a special place in his heart, because that's where he served his mission, was in Sunshine Coast. And to be able to take me and our daughter to a special place that meant a lot to him was really special. And I remember we were walking together and we're like, this is our home for now.
It was 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was 5 years ago.
5 and a bit years ago.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember we were walking together and we just looked at each other and we just felt like that was where we needed to be at that time. And
I remember we were living with our auntie and uncle. We had just moved over. I didn't have a job.
Yeah.
We felt pretty like, you know, what do we want to do? We have, you know, so many dreams and goals we want to accomplish. And I remember in that moment we said, in 5 years' time, hopefully we'll have a house, we'll have a few more children, we'll be settled, we'll be happy.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we've both. That was a special moment, because once again we realized that we have each other, and if we have each other, we can do anything.
Yeah. Well, remember, and then right before we moved to Canada and we shot another video, we went back to that same beach, that same spot.
Yeah.
With 4 kids. We had just sold our house and we're planning to move to the other side of the world. It was really sentimental, and it was special to it was really reflective of our journey. And as we kind of you know, looked at our journey, and we said, I can't believe how far we've come in 5 years' time, and how much bigger we've gotten. But it was
how
really,
much kgs we've added.
But it was really special, kind of have that moment and have the kids there too, and be like, wow, we can't believe we did what we said we were doing. Yeah,
that was special. We
miss it. That's one of my happy places, one of our happy places.
Your happy place the most, because it was where you served your mission.
We'll put this one back. Alright, so Ivy's put apologize. I wonder why she I don't think I've done anything wrong there.
You're gonna apologize to me now.
Apologize. I've apologized many times in our marriage, and Ivy has a few times.
Excuse me.
I think not like a specific story, but just in general, when me and Ivy have disagreements and we don't agree on stuff, just like any other couple, we might not resolve.
See eye to eye.
Not see eye to eye, and you know, the first few years of your marriage is like that, where you're figuring each other out. You get past honeymoon stage, and then you're really in the marriage. It's learning when to apologize. And Ivy's probably ruined this, because I'm a very quick person to apologize, and Ivy is the complete opposite. She takes a lot longer to apologize.
No, I don't.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I just like to, you know, sit on it a little bit. But this guy was just like straight away.
Like I would
like to say it with like full meaning, full heart meaning.
Yeah, I say I would say something to Ivy and we'll have an argument, but then like a minute later I'm apologizing because I know I said this wrong. And that's something that we've learned in our marriage, is how to communicate better and how to handle those situations.
Yeah, we're still learning that.
Oh, yeah. I think we'll be learning that.
We're not perfect at it.
No, I think we'll be learning that for the rest of our marriage.
You'll be learning that.
I'm sorry.
Remember, your wife is always right.
Yes. So
just kidding.
It's me learning how to apologize and mean it, and for
Me
Ivy.
too.
We've
Yeah.
kind of met in the middle, but we're both a lot more understanding of each other's weaknesses and strengths and how to help each other when we're in those situations.
And what we need in those moments where it's like heated.
There's time we have been away from each other.
Oh.
Okay, so in our marriage, we really haven't been away from each other that much. There's been a few times,
Oh, yeah,
a couple of
quite a
times,
few, yeah.
but not like significant. Nothing more than a week or two. And that's probably the max. So when Ivy's sister Dora got married, Ivy flew over for the wedding, and I stayed back because we just got back from the States. We'd done this massive trip, and then we went, and then Ivy wanted to go to her sister's wedding, and I had just started a new job, so I couldn't go. So Ivy went and she took the kids. So it was Rissy and Levi. I think Levi was quite young, eh?
He just turned 1.
Just
So
one.
he was still 1, yeah.
Yep. So they went, and I was at the house by myself. The first day was kind of cool. I was like, oh, I can watch movies, and like no one's here
No one's telling me off.
I can order pizza. But I remember, like, how long were you there? Was it a week?
Yeah, I think a week.
I think it was a week.
I think it was a week, yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't there that long.
So I was, after a day, I just felt really miserable, and I was like, oh, I miss my friend, I miss my wife, I miss my kids,
You miss your best friend.
and I wish I had gone. But yeah, it was that time away where I really felt distant. I felt alone, and I felt like half of me was missing, and then having the kids away too felt like even the other half that was there that was missing too. So yeah, it sucks when we're away from each other. And since we've been in Canada, I think we've been together every single day. Yeah, we haven't been away from each other.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. It's your
Exactly,
turn.
yeah. Traffic lights Henderson. This I think is a good one to end with. I think that should be enough. Eh? We've done quite a few.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is the traffic lights in Henderson. This was right after General. So we had been dating for a bit. When did we say I love you, babe?
October.
In October or
Yeah.
August?
Or General Conference. Oh, no, General
Oh
Conference.
yeah, it was General Conference. Oh yes. So this was in October
2013.
2013.
So we
And
went official in September.
we went official in August.
Oh yeah, sorry, August.
We went official in August. 27th is a special number to us. But in October we were at General Conference, and we went out west to General Conference and with his state.
So it's where we go to a chapel and we listen to
Yeah.
Prophet and Apostles in Utah broadcast. Yeah.
So after General Conference, we were driving in the car together, and we came to the lights in Henderson.
It was on Triangle Road, yeah.
Triangle Road. I don't know exact name.
It was
of the
on
road,
it was
but-
on Triangle Road and Lincoln Road intersection.
Yeah. And we were at the lights there, and then this guy turns to me and he's like, I think I love you. And I was like, what? You think you love me?
I remember I was playing it
I
safe
was
because of the
almost
rejection
like-
of the kiss, so I was scared to put my feelings out there.
But I was like, wait, what? You think you love me? And then he was like, and then he rephrased it and he was like, no, I love you. And then that's when I said I
Thank
love
you.
you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You
No,
too.
you too. No, thank you too. No, so he said I love you to me, and then I said it back to him. I said I love you too, because I feel like that was like the moment where we both felt like we were in love with each other. In love. I feel like that was the moment where we just like knew that, and the feelings were mutual, that we both loved each other.
So tips for those that are looking to fall in love: go to General Conference with a girl, and then afterwards when you're driving home, you might be feeling something. But I remember after that we went to Seattle too, and we went to a place called Haddad's, a really cool fish and chip place. And I think we got food and we ate right there. We're on the way back to South Auckland.
Yeah, he took me to a spot where we took all his gingies to. But no, yeah, it was a special day, and yeah, that's what those traffic lights. Dang, those traffic lights, man. They mean a lot to us because we both got to say I love you there.
All right.
that is our game for today. Hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit more about us and also our love story. Yeah.
And look, we want to hear about your love story too. If you have any tips or any stories you want to share, feel free to chuck them in the comments. Yeah, we love to learn about other people's stories too.
Yeah, and some cool advice you got from someone else. So we hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you for tuning in today. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel if you would like to see more videos from our family. And yeah,
and put some ideas of what you want us to do as
yeah,
well.
put some ideas in the comments below of more videos you'd like to see, or
Ivy reads every comment and she always gets
I
ideas
try
from you
my
guys.
best to get back to every comment. So please let us know in the comments what kind of videos you guys would like to see more of on our channel, on our family channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you guys on the next video.
Peace.
Bye.